2 weeks ago, my wife and I had our first kid, and to say that our life has changed would be an understatement. We had almost 10 months to prepare, and yet when the moment came, we almost felt completely unprepared. And I think that's because a lot of getting comfortable with having a newborn is just having experience. While we took in a lot of really helpful information from the books we read, podcasts we listened to, videos we watched, or advice we received, a lot of it also didn't apply to our situation and to our kid. So, why are we here? Jojo and I wanted to start this YouTube series mostly just to document our own experiences and to leave advice for ourselves if we were to ever venture down this path again in the future. This is definitely not intended to be advice to you because 1, we're not clinicians, 2, we've never been parents before, and 3, all of your situations are different. But if there happen to be nuggets in here that are useful for you and applicable to your situation, fantastic. At the very least, we wanted to build a community of new parents like us to share our experiences, the ups, the downs, the trials, the tribulations. Because truth be told, our first 2 weeks with Lukey have been really tough, and it would have been extremely helpful for us to have a community like this. But also we thought it could be helpful to share the dad's perspective. Because for one, Jojo and I both strongly feel that it's so important for both parents to be present and to play a heavy-handed role in Lukey's upbringing. 2, as we were preparing to bring Luke into the world, I found it a lot more difficult to find dad's perspectives online. Plus, I think it's healthy for us guys to share some heart-to-heart once in a while. So let's jump straight into it. 6 things we wish we knew before our newborn arrived. Or rather, we knew logically speaking, but we had to really experience in order to fully understand. Number 1, manage our expectations. I tend to be positive to a fault, and my wife Jojo tends to be more of a realist. Expect it to be tough, but also expect that you will figure it out, because this is your first time doing it, and it's okay to make mistakes. The sleep deprivation is real, but it will pass. This is just a phase. Most importantly, if you have a good partner by your side and you work well as a team, you will get through this. Number 2, give yourselves grace. Be kind to yourselves. It's been really helpful for me and Jojo to redefine what we see as success as new parents. A crying baby in the middle of the night is not failure. Our newborn having a hard time latching is not failure. Not knowing how to change his diaper or to swaddle him is also not failure. For us, reframing every moment that we get to spend with him, seeing him smile for the first time or bottle feeding him, these are all successes. Every day we get more experienced, more comfortable, and more confident. And that to me is success. It's just like when you take on a new job. Your boss might expect you to hit the ground running, but no one expects you to be perfect right away. There's always going to be a learning curve. Not everything will be within your control, and it's okay to ask for help. Which leads me to number 3. It takes a village. Accept the help. We're really lucky to have an amazing tribe of friends and family that are nearby or that have lent their emotional support, that have sent gifts or given advice. In fact, we haven't had to buy a single piece of clothes because of all the hand-me-downs that we've received from friends. And it took some practice for us to accept the help rather than to be the hero and say, no, it's okay, we got this. Because truthfully, we don't got this, especially not at first. It's all part of the process for us, and a healthy reminder for us to be grateful that we have so much help around us. Number 4, plan for the plan to change. Be flexible. We tried a bunch of new strategies to try to soothe Luke when he cried, to try to optimize when we fed him at night so that Jojo and I could each get some sleep. Some of them worked and some of them didn't. We've learned really quickly that it's extremely hard to control when and how intensely our baby is going to want to eat, and so we've had to do a better job of just letting it go and trying to go with the flow. Definitely easier said than done when you want to do a, quote, good job.
Number 5, have a community of moms on speed dial. Friends of friends, or maybe your family member, or sometimes you can take a lot of family classes where you meet other moms who are close. There's going to be a lot of sleepless nights, especially if you're pumping or you're breastfeeding, and moments of staring off into the darkness thinking, is this going to be the rest of my life? In those vulnerable moments, just having someone you can text the stream of unconsciousness to let you know you're not alone, to say that you're doing a great job, is huge and tremendous.
Last but not least, at least for today's video, be present. enjoy every moment because there are so many special firsts that will come your way really quickly. Every day his face changes as he puts on weight. His demeanor changes, especially in this day and age where it's so easy to be distracted by our phone or by the internet or TV. Learning to put all of that to the side and give our full attention to a little human that depends on us for his well-being and survival has been a great lesson in mindfulness and presence. Of course, there's a long laundry list of practical to-dos and not to-dos that will potentially save for a future video, and you can probably easily find online or from your friends that have gone through this stage of their lives. All these tips and tricks have been really helpful for us in our first 2 weeks of transitioning into being new parents. And whether or not they apply directly to your situation now or in the future, hopefully at least it's been interesting to hear our experience a little bit. If you stuck around to the end of this video, thank you so much. We're really excited to bring you along this journey with us. What do you think, Lukey? Anything you wanted to share?